Sergi Roberto, the long-standing Barcelona captain, is considering a move to the English Premier League after deciding not to wait any longer for the club to finalise his contract renewal, claims a report from Mundo Deportivo. It must be noted that since June 30, Roberto has not been a Barcelona player, marking the end of an era. Initially, Barcelona had plans to extend his contract for one more season, but due to fair play regulations, they had to wait to register him officially. Ultimately, Roberto set a deadline of July 10 for Barcelona to make a decision, aligning with the team's return to training. He wanted clarity about his future, aiming to avoid uncertainty that could jeopardise his chances of joining another team if the renewal did not materialise. N'Golo Kante would be keen on a return to London, but West Ham will need to up their opening offer of £20 million Cillian to land the World Cup winner. Saudi Arabia's Etihad have turned down an initial bid for the former Chelsea star, but the Hammers, whose transfer plans are being overseen by Tim Staten, could return with an improved offer. And Kante, who was recalled to the France team for the recent Euros and started all 6 of their games, enjoyed living in London to such an extent that he is up for a return. Mason Greenwood refused to answer questions about his past as the former Manchester United forward was unveiled by his new club Marseille today, Friday. Greenwood's signing was officially announced at a press conference held by the French outfit, but it was not without controversy after Marseille chose to ban reporters from grilling him about the past allegations of attempted rape and assault against him. The 22-year-old completed his £26.2 million Cillian transfer to the League One club earlier in the week, bringing an end to his Old Trafford career. Marseille fought off competition from Juventus and Lazio to clinch his signature. Barcelona are starting to make heavyweight moves in the transfer market. They submitted a contract proposal to Dani Olmo, although their priority is to close the signing of Nico Williams first. Earlier this week, sporting director Deco met with Williams' agent to discuss the contract proposal that is on the table for the 22-year-old winger. Barcelona are said to have the money ready to pay Williams €58 million release clause. Once personal terms are agreed, they intend to pull the trigger and notify La Liga of their intention to activate. Leicester City are making waves in the transfer market with a fresh £21 million bid for Juventus winger Maisha Sol. This renewed offer signals the club's commitment to strengthening their squad under new head coach Steve Cooper. According to The Telegraph, the deal includes an initial £17 million payment with an additional £4 million contingent on instalments and appearances for the 21-year-old Argentina under-20 international. According to French outlet L'Equipe AGFFN, Manchester United are aiming to sign Paris Saint-Germain winger Xavi Simons this summer. L'Equipe claimed that United are alternately working on a transfer deal for Simons, who they have tried to sign since last year. PSG are hoping for a bidding war to rise for the winger. This is an indication that they could be prepared to invest in Simons, who will only be allowed to leave on loan this summer, as per the Sun PSGO. A hefty sell-on cost to PSV until the end of 2024, and they are open to loaning him out with an obligation to buy for £70 million. According to Spanish outlet Sport, Barcelona, amid strong interest from Premier League sides, will allow the former Leeds United winger to depart for £42 million. Villa are among the sides monitoring the situation but face competition from Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea and Newcastle United. A successful move from Barcelona for Williams could free up Rafinha and allow the Brazilian to move on after 2 years at the Nou Camp. Bayern Munich will have to move a lot of pieces around in order to restructure its tax and wage bill in this year's summer transfer. According to Sport Bild, there is just such a plan, and it involves French national team winger Kingsley Coman. Simons starred in the Bundesliga last season for RB Leipzig and shone again in the summer at Euro 2024. But the Dutch international is actually under contract with Paris Saint-Germain, who might just have interest in bringing a former youth player back in Coman. Coman also has the chance to join Sadio Mane, Cristiano Ronaldo and others in the Saudi Pro League, but he might not take it. Sevilla have accepted an offer from Fenerbahce Youssef En-Nesyri, but the striker has not agreed to a move yet as he pushes to join Roma. The 27-year-old Moroccan forward has less than a year left on his contract with the Spanish club, who are looking to cash in this summer rather than lose him on a free transfer next summer. The Giallorossi are on the hunt for a new striker following Romelu Lukaku's return to Chelsea. Sevilla won around €20.25 for En-Nesyri, a fee that hasn't been offered by Roma, who are facing serious competition from Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce. The Turkish giants had a €21 million opening bid rejected, but this didn't scare them off. Losing the number 19 jersey to Lamine Yamal was the latest blow taken by Vitor Roque during his 6-month spell as a Barcelona player. The 19-year-old arrived in January with many expectations surrounding him, but it now appears that he is no longer counted on by the club's sporting department. Barcelona need a big sale or two if they are to sign Nico Williams and Dani Olmo, and Roque has been earmarked as a likely player to depart. Lidl are considering a big money offer for the teenager, as reported by Sport, although it is Serie side Lazio that are currently best placed to secure his signature. Pep Guardiola and his players were at the City Football Academy this morning for one final training session before setting off. Our first match is 23 July against Scottish Premier League champions Celtic at Kennan Stadium, Chapel Hill. We then play AC Milan at New York's Yankee Stadium on July 27, followed by Barcelona at the Camping World Stadium, Orlando on 30 July, and ending with Chelsea at Ohio Stadium on 3 August. Arsenal are looking to make a big statement in the summer transfer window by raiding Bayern Munich for top forward Leroy Sane, in a move which could frustrate Liverpool according to reports. Mikel Arteta and Arsenal have been alerted to the fact Sane has now entered the final 12 months of his Bayern contract, which means he could be signed for a reduced price this summer. Kvaratskhelia wants to repay the trust shown by Antonio Conte and Napoli, willing to sign a new long-term contract despite interest from Paris Saint-Germain. The Parisian giants have heavily targeted the 23-year-old Georgian star for the last month following Kylian Mbappe's departure, willing to pay over €100 million to secure his signature and drawing up a contract worth €11 million net per season plus add-ons. Conte made it clear that Kvaratskhelia was a central part of his new Napoli project and was in close contact with the winger during his trip to Germany for the European Championship. Partenope president Aurelio Laurentia has ruled out a transfer, uninterested in PSG's offer. According to Fabrizio Romano, 16-year-old Arsenal striker Chido Obi-Martin is looking likely to join Manchester United this summer. The unbelievable youngster visited the Red Devils on Friday with a decision set to be made on his future soon. But it was not just Newcastle who were also interested, with Bayern Munich, AS Monaco and Eintracht Frankfurt all in the mix. Former Leeds United midfielder Tyler Adams has suffered another serious injury in the latest disruption to his time at AFC Bournemouth. Adams was among Leeds' better performers as they suffered relegation to the Championship in a dismal 2022-23 campaign. They sought pastures new following the end of the season, returning to the Premier League with a move to Bournemouth. Arsenal are closing in on a €50 million, £42.1 million deal to sign Bologna defender Riccardo Calafiori, according to reports in Italy. Mikel Arteta's side have prioritised a move for Calafiori this month, but the transfer has stalled after talks between Bologna and the 22-year-old's former club FC Basel hit a stalemate. However, Sky Sports Italy and Gianluca Marzio now report that Arsenal are one step away from signing Calafiori after reaching a breakthrough in talks with Bologna.